welcome back to Clever TV. I'm Dana Ward with Jocelyn Davis.
Hello, guys.
And today we have Ross Thomas in the studio.
Aloha.
Starring in the new movie Soul Surfer.
That's right.
I like that you did aloha, by the way.
Because it's fitting.
I
Yeah,
thought I'd throw
totally.
a little Hawaiian vibe into it, you know?
Straight up surfing movie.
Straight up surfing. Bethany Hamilton.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the movie for people who haven't heard about it.
Okay, so the story is about surfer Bethany Hamilton, who, when she was 13 years old, she lost her arm to a tiger shark attack in Kauai, where she's from. And the movie sort of is about her comeback and how she defies all the odds to get back on the board and surf again, and now become one of the top-ranked professional surfers in the world. So a really inspirational, beautiful story for sure.
It really is. And I remember when it happened, actually. And it's so incredible that there's already a film about it. Did you get to meet her and hang out with her?
Yeah, the whole family was on set the whole time.
No way.
I play her older brother, Noah. So the family, they've been involved in the making of this movie for years. I was doing a show actually in Hawaii with the same director, Sean McNamara, called Beyond the Break. And I remember him bringing it up. This is going back like 2006 or 7, saying, you know, it'd be really great to bring her story to the silver screen and make a movie about it. And of course I was intrigued by that, so I said, yeah, if it ever comes around, you know, keep me in mind for a part. Sure enough, last year I got a call to play her brother, and came to fruition, so it's really great that it's actually out there now.
And you had quite the star-studded family cast.
Right.
What was it like working with all of them?
It was a bit surreal at first, you know, Dennis Quaid, Helen Hunt.
Were you nervous at all?
I know, seriously.
Like to meet them, like nerding out a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I'd be lying. I mean, they're both pretty iconic, you know, award-winning actors who we all grew up watching, so yeah. But we all bonded over surfing, so we had the chance to come to Hawaii a few days early, get to meet Dennis and Helen, get to hang out with the family. And I think, yeah, you throw everyone in the water in Hawaii and all that ego of everything kind of goes away and everyone's like equals. And yeah, so it was really fun. They were awesome to work with.
Were you already a lover of surfing?
I was.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I grew up in Northern California. I had an opportunity to go to Santa Cruz and surf a bit when I was younger. But then I came out here for school, and we've got, you know, the ocean in our backyard, but it's dark and cold and really inconsistent when it comes to waves. So, but you go to Hawaii and it's like bath water year round.
Perfect
you know,
every day.
Perfect every
Yeah.
day. Clear water, it's paradise. So now with the combination of going out there to do the show and now this movie, it's definitely made me a better surfer, and you know, I'm in love with the sport. I love it.
Was
Basically dream
everyone,
job.
I know, right? Was everyone else really into surfing? You said you bonded over surfing.
They did,
but
and
not everyone's a pro.
just to give you a little side note, because you brought up, you know, the celebrities and Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid is like a renaissance man. The guy is a phenom in everything he does. So he's a scratch golfer. He's an amazing musician. So he came on the island, and he was on the golf course on our days off, and all of us would go surfing, including Anna Sophia. I mean, we all loved it. We took advantage of every opportunity we had. But Dennis, he stayed on the golf course until probably midway through the movie. He kind of pulled me aside and was like, you know, on one of our days off, can you take me out surfing to the West Shore? So I was like, wow. Dennis Quaid's asked me to take him surfing.
And,
Yeah.
and did you go out?
Yes,
How
I took
did
him
it
to I
go?
took him to the infamous Makaha, and it was like 15 feet. And it was great. And he was, you know, I was scared. I'm gonna kill him.
Thanks for your first lesson.
I'm scared just thinking about this.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
get Dennis Quaid killed on this movie. It's gonna whole thing's gonna be my fault. No, we went out with some of the local guys, and once he, you know, learned a few of the basics, he picked it up like that. The guy's amazing. So everyone, by the end of it, everyone was surfing. It's one of those kind of movies where they say, okay, lunch, and rather than go to your trailer or go to lunch,
Paddle out.
everyone goes out and surfs.
What a dream job. Were you pinching yourself the whole time?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was definitely amazing. I mean, everyone, the whole cast, the crew, we used a lot of local Hawaiian crew, and they like to talk about the aloha spirit, you know, which is this really, you know, light-hearted, like everyone's in board shorts, kind of laid back. So that carries over to the, you know, the vibe of the set that you're working on for sure.
And obviously the movie wraps production, and here we are just a few days away from it hitting screens around the country.
This Friday.
And there's been so much buzz about this movie for several months now, and you know, people are really inspired by the project. What sorts of reactions have you received from like family members, friends? You know, even press people are really moved by the movie.
Yeah, everyone has been ecstatic about this movie. I had, you know, my whole family came down to go to the premiere, and I never like, you know, telling them how it's going to be ahead of time, just because I'd rather wait and see, you know, how they feel about it. And it's one of those movies that is going to be great for families, for younger kids, you know, for my little cousins, everyone. My dad loved it, my mom loved it. Everyone has a really positive reaction to it. So I think her story is just so touching and so inspirational. You walk out of it feeling good about yourself. I mean, there's so much negativity in the world today. There's so much negativity in filmmaking, and you see a movie like this, it's really got such a positive feeling to it. It's really great.
I'm curious to know what the real Noah thought about your portrayal. Did you guys talk after
yeah.
he saw the movie or anything? Because that's got to be so, I mean, was it cool or was it kind of scary knowing that you were, you know, portraying someone that was alive on set?
I liked it. I mean, I think it probably varies with the people, but the Hamilton family is so laid back, and they never cross the boundaries of getting in the way of the professionals, the actors, the filmmakers, but they were also there, you know, if you had a question,
to lend a
hand, you know, to clarify something. But I think the rules were established in the beginning. You know, these people were hired to come portray you, and have faith that they were hired for good reason. So he and I became friends, as did Bethany and myself and the whole family. So I got to interview him like you're doing to me when I first got there. Yeah, I had my little camera with me, and I took him, and we went surfing, and I interviewed him on camera, and got to go back and study him a bit. But it's not one of those things, especially with living people, it's not one of those things where you're gonna go try and do the perfect portrayal of this person. It's gonna be my version of Noah as well.
What'd you ask him?
First and foremost, you know, how did this event that happened to Bethany affect him as a person and affect the family dynamic as a whole? Because obviously their life has been a whirlwind ever since, you know. And naturally, Noah, being the older brother, is protective over Bethany. I mean, I have 3 sisters. I totally understand that. But then you take her and you stick her in the global spotlight, and now she's, you know, an iconic figure herself. That sort of media frenzy that comes along with that is a lot to deal with as a family. So really just gathering from him, you know, what that was like, because I think that's a really important part of what this story is about. And now it's really neat because he's obviously gotten accustomed to this lifestyle, and he gets to follow Bethany all over the world, and he's her personal photographer and documents, you know, all of her successes, and as she travels all over the world competing. So pretty neat.
It really is an inspirational story. I know just with the trailer, I had like goosebumps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I felt like I could conquer the world after just watching it. Now, are you inspired to do anything new and exciting after working on this film? Did you learn anything in particular?
Yeah, I did, and you know, something that is really interesting side note about Bethany is she uses a lot of her fame and her story to go make a positive impact on the world. So in the movie, you know, there's this section where it showcases her sort of humanitarian side of her, and she goes and helps and takes it off of herself and helps other people. So I like to do that in my own life. You know, obviously I'm an actor, and I enjoy doing what I do and making movies, and it's a lot of fun. But then I feel like there's a responsibility that comes with that, having that voice and that platform to make a difference. So I do similar stuff that Bethany does. I travel and I work with indigenous communities, and recently was down in the Amazon making a short film called Extraction, The Plundering of the Amarakaiti Reserve.
Wow.
Long name.
Awesome.
Pretty much interviewing the local indigenous people affected by the oil exploitation in their territory.
So amazing. I think we're going to get a whole bunch more scoop on that specifically in a whole separate segment, so you guys stick with us.
Very
But
exciting.
I have one more question because I love Hawaii and I love the food. What's your favorite food in Hawaii?
Oh, what is it called? Poi or something?
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
What
though.
is
You can
it?
only eat a little bit.
Did I say it right? Poi?
Poi, that's the stuff you like put on everything?
It's like no, it's
I thought it sounded like a fish.
it's like the fish that's all mixed. It's like a tuna that's all like a tuna sushi that's all mixed together. I'm probably butchering
I don't know.
it.
I'm sold. I think I'm just hungry right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, And then, of course, fresh fruit haven in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Pineapple
definitely.
Galore.
Pineapple.
Oh,
The Dole Factory, of
I
course.
know,
Dole
it's out
Factory,
there.
hello.
It's out there. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ross, for joining us. This
yeah,
was
it's my
really
pleasure.
fun.
It's great to be here.
Soul Surfer hits theaters April 8th. Make sure you guys check it out. And if you want more info on this guy and all of young Hollywood, be sure to tune in to Clever TV. I'm Dana Ward with Jocelyn Davis, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
See ya.